Hello and welcome to TTV News, some latest events in the province. Ladies and gentlemen, giving directions and conclusion at the conference to implement Resolution number 41, that is October 10, 2023, of the Politburo on building and promoting the roles of Vietnamese businessmen in the era. Mr. Nguyễn Trọng Nghĩa, Secretary of the Party Central Committee, head of the Central Propaganda and Training Department, affirmed that the party, state, and government always care about the team of Vietnamese businessmen and entrepreneurs who has made great contributions to country's social-economic development.
Concluding the conference, Mr. Nguyễn Trọng Nghĩa suggested that ministry and branches from the center to local levels regularly organize learning of resolutions and develop plans and implementation programs to soon concretize guidelines and policies on developing entrepreneurs in each role and tasks of their industry and unit, strengthen the party's leadership role, promote the strength of the Vietnamese business team, create a favorable, safe, and equitable investment and business environment for businesses to develop and contribute. Promote information, propaganda, advocacy, and rights awareness and responsibility of party committees, party organizations, government, political system, officials, party members, and people, creating high unity in the party and society regarding the important position and role of the business team in the process of implementing the country's development goals.
Ladies and gentlemen, in recent years, the province has paid attention to and well implemented the planning, training, and fostering of officials from the province to the grassroots level. In particular, the province paid special attention to a team of young officials with qualification and capacities and development prospects to include in the planning associated with the inspection and supervision of the staff work. For the 2020 to 2025 term, in the planning of positions belonging to the police bureau, the management secretariat, and the positions of executive committee, the member of provincial party standing committee, and the young officials account for 8.73%. In the planning of core positions managed by the standing committee of provincial party committee, young cars account for 24.23%. And in the planning of core positions managed by the standing committee of the district party committee, the young cars account for 24.23% and the rights of more than 54%. The province also developed a plan and implemented well the rotation of cars, focusing on the rotation of the young cars. At the same time, it issues a project to raise the source of union cars and advance work for the cars of the youth union members at all levels, with home positions in the youth union organization at the end of the age. And the Provincial People's Committee just issued a plan to organize activities to respond to the National Week of Natural Disaster Prevention and Control in 2024 in the province, with a theme, Act Early, Be Proactive Before Natural Disasters. Accordingly, the Provincial People's Committee assigns the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, provincial department branches, and the sectors and the People's Committee of districts, towns, and tenant city need to organize activities to respond to the National Week of Natural Disaster Prevention and Control in appropriate forms. In particular, the focus is on propaganda through handing, hoardings, and banners, and propagate and disseminate of documents and media publications developed by the National Steering Committee for Natural Disaster Prevention and Control. Regarding propaganda content, focus on propagating results achieved from natural disaster prevention and control, the natural disaster situation, measures to respond to the heavy rain, the floods, tornadoes, lightning in the province. And the Provincial People's Committee also assigned tenant radio and television station and tenant newspaper to widely propagate the theme, purpose, and the meaning of the National Week of Natural Disaster Prevention and Control in order to raise awareness of authorities at all levels and the people for natural disaster prevention and control. And in order for the project to operate and expand the Nguyễn Chí Thanh Street to connect to Bellay Street and City to be completed on time, put into use soon. Currently, the project construction unit is diligently pushing fast construction progress. The project to play and span Nguyễn Chí Thanh Street connecting to Bellay Street is invested on the scale of the main street in the area, and the project starting point is the section connecting Nguyễn Chí Thanh Street and Nguyễn Hữu Thọ Street in Ward 3. The project ending point is in the direction of the intersection with Bellay Street and Lumber intersection. The total length of the road is more than 1 kilometer of long, and the road base with 27 meters, the road surface with 18 meters. 4 lanes road with the sidewalks lighting system. A new vertical silver system has been also installed on both sides of the road, and the two silver branches have the same drainage direction and flow to Vườn Điều stream. The upgraded and expanded extension of Nguyễn Chí Thanh Street will contribute to perfecting the traffic system according to the proper planning, increasing the criteria for road density and drainage in the inner city area, gradually operating to TayNinhTV Street become a Class 2 urban area. And according to the plan, this project is expected to be completed on August the 3rd. And ladies and gentlemen, the Department of Natural Resources and Environment of TayNinhTV has just requested production, business and service establishments in the province to strictly prevent and respond to environmental incidents during the rainy season. Accordingly, production, business and service establishments in the province need to organize and implement plans to prevent and respond to environmental incidents, publicly implement environmental incident response plans, organizing environmental incident response drills according to the plan, and meeting the requirements according to the provision of the law on environmental protection. In addition, it is necessary to inspect, review, and re-evaluate the surface rainwater drainage system, dike, surrounding waste and wastewater reservoirs, solid waste storage yards, or chemical storage areas for the quality, and to carry out renovation and reinforcement, especially at the key points and with the high risk of landslides, ensuring certainty and not being susceptible to landslide due to the rain. Seriously operate waste treatment works to ensure the discharge standards, develop plans and prepare resources to respond to the waste incidents and environmental pollution due to the leaks, spills and dispersion of waste that may occur. And the People's Committee of TayNinhTV District has just issued a plan to organize a meeting to celebrate the 35th anniversary of the district establishment, May the 13th of 1999 and May the 13th of 2024, with many practical activities. On this occasion of the 35th anniversary of this founding, TayNinhTV District will organize many cultural and artistic activities while promoting propaganda about historical traditions and affirm outstanding economic and cultural results, the social transformation, national defense and security that the party committee, the authorities and the people of the entire district have achieved through 35 years of construction and development of TayNinhTV District. On this occasion, TayNinhTV District will also announce the launch of the book History of TayNinhTV District Party Committee for the period of 1989 and 2020. And the 35th anniversary of the establishment of TayNinhTV District will take place at 2 p.m. on May the 13th of 2024 at TayNinhTV District Party Committee Hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, TayNinhTV Province planning for the periods of 2021-2030, vision to 2050, set the goals of building a green TayNinhTV by 2050, taking industry and tourism service as the main driving force for growth associated with new space development. Thereby, the province continues to identify TayNinhTV tourism as one of the advantages and potential of the province, and in fact, in recent years, tourism has had strong growth.
Tourism in the province is growing rapidly. In particular, Badem Mountain National Tourist Area is being promoted to attract investment, creating unique spiritual tourism routes, becoming a center to let and spread connections of the local tourism value chain, has become an attractive, high-class national tourist destination. TayNinhTV has completed a smart tourism application to enhance promotion, introduction, and impress tourists. In the period from 2021 to 2023, there have been 19 projects licensed to invest in the field of tourism services. Total investment capital is over 9,100 billion Vietnam dong. The province is focusing on implementing the Badem Mountain subdivision planning and detailed planning of functional areas. At the same time, review and have specific solutions to invite investment and develop ecotourism in Yo Tiếng Lake, Logo Samat National Park, Center Office for the South Vietnam, Riverside Tourism Vàm Cỏ Đông. Another measure that the province is also interested in implementing to promote tourism growth, to support tourism businesses, develop tourism routes, improve the quality of human resources, as well as contribute to tourism services, strongly promoting growth in revenue and visitor numbers. The good news is that from January to the end of April this year, travel revenue in the province reached more than 6.1 billion Vietnam dong, an increase of more than 30% over the same period.
And Bến Cầu District Bank for Social Policy has just organized the disbursement of over 2.5 billion Vietnam dong to households under the loan program to support employment and clean water and rural environmental sanitation for the people in Nang Thanh commune. Specifically, the Social Political Bank of Bến Cầu District has disbursed nearly 1.9 billion Vietnam dong in credit capital from the loan program to grant a job for 38 workers, and on the average, its employees get allowance from 20 million to 50 million Vietnam dong, and thereby in order to provide timely support and favorable conditions for the people to have the jobs, increase income, and improve the family economics. In addition, the Social Policy Bank of Bến Cầu District also disbursed credit capital for the rural clean water and environmental sanitation loan program for 34 households, with a total amount of 690 million Vietnam dong. And ladies and gentlemen, to partly share the difficulties with the people of the provinces who are affected and damaged by drought and saltwater intrusions, the province sent a working delegation to visit and give support funds for the people of 4 provinces of Bến Tre, Tiền Giang, Long An, and Cà Mau, helping the people overcome difficulties and stabilize their lives. According to statistics, the Giang province currently has more than 5,000 households facing difficulties in Gò Công Đông Town and Tân Phú Đông Street. Long An province has 2 districts of Cần Đước and Cần Duộc with nearly 5,000 affected households, and Bến Tre province with about 3 districts of Ba Tri, Dòng Trôm, and Bình Đại with 10,000 households facing difficulties due to the lack of domestic water, the fresh water, and Cà Mau province has nearly 2,000 households severely affected in Tràng Văn Thời, U Minh, and Thới Bình districts. And every day the people in these localities have to go to fetch water from far away. Each time they fetch the fresh water, it is only enough to use for the daily life. And because there are no water containers being supported with the water tanks, the people cannot help but feel happy and touched because now their families have more water storage items and no longer have to carry water every day. And at the same time, water tanks will help the people proactively store fresh water for use in the future drought seasons also. This year, drought and salinity are more severe than usual, and there is no water for daily use. I am outside the dike. I am very happy and thank the province for carrying and helping people in drought and salinity areas. This support is very helpful. Store water to use, otherwise there would be nothing to store water to use, so I am very happy. It's been a few years since the salt water returned. Like in the past few years, it was also very salty. And after last year, the salt water has also less, not as salty as this year. This past year, there was water storage. My family also received tanks from the financiers and liters of the water. And I also have a future. In general, there are 3 people in the house, so when it's crowded, there isn't enough water for using. And thank you also for the TayNinhTV delegation for supporting the poor people in Ba Tri district and Hiệp commune, and thank you very much. My house like the water because we don't have a machine and don't have water containers also. We had to buy water from bottles, asking the commune and everyone to deliver water to me. Now I also have the water, which is also helpful. I am very happy and sincerely thank the province for giving me the water tank. This is the heart of the party committee. The government and the people of the province sent to the party committee the government and the people of a number of provinces in the Southeast region, the Mekong Delta region, with the spirit of solidarity and contributing to sharing differences with others for the local people, encouraging the people to rise up in life.
Theory on May 9, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs have a regular press conference under chairmanship of Ministry of Foreign Affairs spokesperson Phạm Thu Hằng, which affirmed that Vietnam pledges to ensure freedom of religious belief and that no one will be discriminated against on religious grounds.
Regarding Vietnam's reaction to the content of 2024 Religious Freedom Report of the U.S. Commission on Religious Affairs, Foreign Ministry spokesperson Phạm Thu Hằng affirmed Vietnam always consistently implements the policy of respecting and ensuring people's right to freedom of religious belief and the right to follow or not follow religious belief. In Vietnam, no one is discriminated against because of religion, beliefs, and activities of religious organizations are guaranteed in accordance with the provisions of laws. Vietnam rejects the subjective, biased, and inaccurate statements about the actual situation in Vietnam stated in the 2024 International Religious Freedom Report of the U.S. Commission on Religious Freedom, and we have been and will continue to discuss with the USA on issues of mutual concern in the spirit of openness, frankness, and mutual respect to contribute to a comprehensive strategic partnership for the peace, cooperation, and sustainable development between Vietnam and the United States. Regarding the U.S. Department of Commerce holding a hearing to upgrade Vietnam's market economy status, Ministry of Foreign Affairs spokesperson Phạm Thu Hằng informed. In fact, up to now, 72 countries have recognized that Vietnam has a market economy, including large economies such as England, Canada, Australia, Japan, and Korea, and the United States' early recognition of Vietnam's market economy status will contribute to concretizing the commitment of the two countries' senior leaders to strengthen the comprehensive strategic partnership between Vietnam and the United States, thereby promoting economic and trade relations, bringing practical benefits to businesses and people of the two countries. Previously, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, in collaboration with the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism and the People's Committee of the Thanh Huế Province, organized an international press conference to introduce Huế International Arts Festival Week 2024. The week has a theme, Cultural Heritage Week Interaction and Development, takes place from June 7 to June 12.
And ladies and gentlemen, we cannot deny the heart of the dairy industry, a product that is affirming a solid billion-dollar value. But like many other agricultural products, dairy is facing many concerns about the failure and lack of sustainability, requiring many synchronous solutions. And it is also information given at the Sustainable Dairy Production and Export Conference organized by the Ministry of Agriculture and Development. Accordingly, dairying area in the country is constantly increasing and currently reaching more than 131,000 hectares, an increase of 20% compared to last year, along with the continuous increase in area output potential and ever-increasing export value of dairy. Just a few months last year, it earned for $2.2 billion. However, the shortcomings of the industry have continuously been exposed, including the lack of monitoring of growing area costs, resulting in unstable quality and warning of the import market, and unusual price fluctuations also. In Vietnam, we also have to have the sanctions, and we cannot just spread propaganda and talk. Many times, farmers and traders ignore about our calls, and strong measures must be taken to stop quality violation. Currently, Vietnam has about 708 calls of dairy and growing areas and packaging facilities across the country, and is moving towards 800 calls in the near future. Along with the actively promoting planned areas and properly organizing production, the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development will also focus on solutions to ensure product quality and ensure the reputation of dairy, especially when exporting. Developing processes, especially harvesting, which is currently problematic, determining the best time to harvest. According to the international and importing country standards, import and soon complete Vietnamese standards into technical standards that ensure the highest legality for enforcement as well as inspection and control. The Ministry of Agriculture will also developing a decree on sanctioning administrative violations and submitting it to the government to legalize dairy production and export activities, and at the same time strengthen monitoring of the pesticide residues, rectify planning violations, organize product production methodically, and strengthen chain links to stabilize import and output and ensure the quality for export.
That's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us, and goodbye for now.